Hello everybody, Wild Tracker here, and welcome to another episode here on the new Eriador 1.10 server. And as you can see behind me, we have a charge creeper. Yes, I'm over at Janus's charge creeper farm. I'm going to turn around because I don't feel particularly safe down here. Not with this guy. Hopefully it's alright and there's no glitches with glass, but yeah, there was a thunderstorm and I was over at spawn and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to run over here AFK and see what happens. And yeah, it looks like a lot of skelly horses down there. I just had to kill one because one actually spawned over there. No, I thought I saw another one then, which is a bit dangerous because when they then sort of, you know, you trip the trap, they can make some of these other creepers explode. So yeah, no, not a good thing, but yeah, it looks like quite a few down there. But yeah, we got this guy, which is awesome. So I'm going to talk to Janus and see if we can't turn him into you know, a skull. And the idea is he's got a mob farm, and with the mob farm the idea will be to drop a mob in with the creeper and then get him to explode. I think that's the way it works. A charge creeper explodes and yeah, you get ahead. And he's already got one himself, so we know it works. It's pretty awesome, but I'm not going to go across there because, yeah, I don't want to. But I think the idea is, I'm trying to think, that might be the mob farm there. Or is that the creeper only farm? I never remember which way round it is. But either way, he can create mobs from the mob farm, wheel them down in a minecart, get them to drop in the hole, and yeah, just get the creeper to explode and get it all. So looking forward to that. Awesome. Well guys, I feel a little bit gutted because look at this. Whilst we were AFK over at the creeper farm, this happened. And I think what actually happened is I was in my house when it started to thunder and I ran over to the nether portal, and in that time the thunder must have hit this house, and yeah, when I came back through the portal over here it was burnt to the ground even though no one was here. So that fire must have spread so quick. So yeah, I've brought some wood over. We're going to help this guy rebuild because it's a bit of an issue, and may have to build a glass ceiling above his house because it's the second time it's happened, which is a bit of a, you know, nightmare. So yeah, let's put this in here. That's a start, but yeah, it's got to be gutting when this happens. And I do have this little tree farm as well, which not a big tree farm, but it should be enough so that we can get some wood and, you know, help Skid to get the resources he needs to get that house back up and running as quickly as possible, I think. So yeah, I'm just going to spend some time here. Not what I'd planned for the start of this episode, but yeah, we can, you know, that's the whole point of having a community, isn't it? We can do these things together, help each other out when we need to, and have fun together. So even if it is rebuilding someone's entire house. As you can see there, well, when I say we, the house is pretty much what it was before. I think Chris helped a lot with this and Skid. I had to go after a little while, but yeah, got all that wood for them. So yeah, thankfully back to normal, but lightning seems to be a bit of an issue. So I think yeah, maybe a glass roof over his house because that's the second time it's been done. Anyway, I'm going to head back over to the creeper farm and I'm going to meet up with Janus over there, and hopefully we are going to get ourselves a skull. And I'm thinking maybe a creeper skull, although we could go for a skelly skull or something like that, but I think a creeper skull is really cool, so let's go and do that. So this is the chamber here where you bring them down into, is it?
Yeah, that's it. Is that the way where the charge creeper get in? Stand there, and from this side there's the other mob farm. Normally skeletons, witches and this stuff came in, and then you have to kill. In the first position there should be the mob which you want the mob as a skull from.
Okay,
and
yeah.
And then you have to get a flint and steel and
charge the creeper. Yeah. And the water protects anything else from exploding then.
Yeah, normally it should.
We shall find out.
Yeah. As I said, we are a lot of players. It could take some time. I don't see any entities spawn inside this box. Another idea would be if we just let another creeper of these in the farm that's not a charge creeper, let also go, or maybe it also works. we could try that out. But there's a risk that we waste the charged creeper.
Yeah, but then if it goes, so it should work though if they're both in the same spot, shouldn't it? Yeah.
So should we try it out?
Well, that seems to make sense, doesn't it? If we let a normal one out first and then let the charge creeper in after it, sort of thing.
But we should have a little bit of delay between letting the creepers free, because some of them could be faster in water if they also try to walk in this direction. So I will let out this creeper first.
Yeah, you kind of want him to get down there, really, don't you?
Yeah, it could be critical because the other one can be faster and then is in another row or in front of him in the row. So let's see. But I think that should be enough time. You could get the other one free if you want.
Yeah, go and let him go.
Yeah, do so. Let him free. Is it your first charged creeper you've seen in survival, or get one by random?
No, this is the first one I've seen in survival. So yeah, I think they're ultra rare, aren't they, without a farm?
Yeah, definitely. Chris got one where we are building the farm.
He's on his way.
Yeah, it's easy to do that with if you have a lot of free space and then there are a lot of mobs. It could be possible that happened, but for me, I never see one in survival before, so I was quite happy to set up this farm and see it working after a bunch of AFK minutes.
Yeah.
So the first creeper is in position.
Good. This one's on its way. Yeah, I think the only way of doing it in survival is you've literally got to go out every thunderstorm to somewhere that really good and just hope, haven't you? But it's just such a slim chance.
Yeah, and it's quite hard. A lot of mobs are there around, so it could be that it explodes without any control. So quite hard to get it.
Yeah, because that's the other thing. It's hard enough just to get a creeper, but to let it actually explode next to another one to give you the head is just yeah. But this farm's cool. This is good.
Yeah, there are quite much bigger farms with totally automatic stuff here, but I think that's fine. It's cost efficient, so it should work. So both creepers are in position. You could let them explode. It's no problem for me. Just grab a flint and steel and let's the charged creeper explode. Make sure to just hit the charged creeper. So I don't know if it's possible with the glass right now. Could be. Yeah.
There he goes.
And take a look at the chest.
Yay!
Oh, the first creeper skull. So just take it, and what do you want to do with it? Putting it on your head?
Gotta be done, doesn't it?
Oh, that's nice, thanks.
Have one of those, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that, a creeper coming down. After all that.
Last time I waited 50 minutes for that.
Yeah, that's just the way it goes, isn't it?
Yeah, normally all the time. Alright, thanks for coming over. Thanks for giving me some diamonds.
Thank you for the skull. That's
no problem.
Well, let me use your facility. Alright guys, so we've come over to the racetrack, and I say we because I'm here with Dougie Doug, or Doggy Dog Dog, or whatever name we come up with him today. No, I better not insult him because I've asked him over here a little while ago, I must admit, to do a little bit of redstoning for me. So yeah, as you know, we've got this racetrack and I've been doing a little bit of work on it. That you can see it goes all the way out in the distance there, and it comes all the way back. It comes underneath that tunnel. But if we go over this side now, you will see down the bottom, you can see it comes out to the hillside, does a kind of a loop around itself, and then there's a finish line around the corner. So I've got all the ice in place, but what I really need from you, Dougie, is a starting mechanism. And I'm kind of envisaging a sort of, Formula 1 type style. I mean, there's different ways of doing it, because in Formula 1 they have like 5 lights that go on then off, but in rallying they kind of have a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 system. So but we could do it multiple ways, but the important thing is to try and not let people go until the lights are out. We don't want any cheaters, that's so yeah, I want to avoid that. So can you do something?
Yeah, it sounds reasonably easy. I'll have like a system for lights or something, and then a gate that drops down, and then hopefully that'll let everyone go off at the same time.
Cool.
I'm sure I can do that.
Okay. Got any ideas and designs to show me?
I've got 3 designs at the moment. Do you want to hop onto the community server now and take a look at them?
Okay, let's do that, and then we can sort of have a look and see whether they're any good or not, and if you're worth your diamonds that we've not even agreed yet.
Alright, let's hop on.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I've got 3 different designs. For the moment, ignore the redstone because the redstone is kind of terribly done. I'll clean this up and make it better. I just need to know which one you like the look of most. So, first one I've got is 5 lights in the roof. So if we flick this lever.
Okay.
So that one does that.
Yeah.
Then I've got one here that does pretty much the same thing but with the lights in the floor.
Uh-huh.
And then this last one is kind of the biggest, bulkiest one. But I tried to recreate in Formula 1 where they have the 5 lights that go from like red to green. I tried to recreate that here, so I think if I punch that out, no wait, that, okay, hold on. Breaking my own redstone. If I flick this lever here, there we go. And then when all of the lights had gone green, the gate would open and people would go off.
Yeah.
So, which one of these is the best looking?
Well, apart from, I don't know when you last watched Formula 1, but we no longer have green lights. That's the race drivers actually complained because they said there's no point turning the lights green because they actually go on when the lights go off rather than when the green lights come on. So now they just turn the lights off, and that's what means go. So yeah, but I like the idea.
Well,
I like the concept.
I still think this one looks pretty cool.
Oh,
though.
I just broke
It's
it.
a bit kind of
There we go.
hard though. If I do this one, I probably won't be able to do the bit with the ice dropping like I did here. I'd have to do it with like
to be honest, I'm liking this first one. Can we have a replay of it? Is that?
Yeah. Hold on. Just wait a second. It takes a little bit to reset. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, because that's pretty good sort of thing because it kind of it's when that 5th light goes on. I mean, it might be. I don't know whether the timing could be changed because all those lights come on. What would be nice is if that middle bit went down and all the lights went off, but I don't think that's possible, is it? Because of the way you're powering the lights by.
Yeah, I could do that.
Yeah.
I could have a system come off this to turn them all off again. Yeah.
Yeah, which is exactly like Formula 1 then, because they kind of go light, 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 and then there's a kind of pause, which actually in Formula 1 is random, but there's a pause and then they all go out and they can go kind of thing. So that's but yeah, I know. I
probably can't do that with a random pause.
No,
because that'd be too difficult to do. But I could do that with like a little pause for like a second or so,
yeah,
and then the lights go off and the gate drops.
Yeah, and that'll mean go then sort of thing. So which is absolutely fine. I like the noise as well on it. So it's yeah, no, you might have a winner there, and we were thinking of putting a building up there anyway, so we can then build something around it, so to hide it kind of thing. So it's
awesome. So do you want me to build the redstone and then afterwards you can do the building, or do you want me to wait for you to do the building and then
no,
build
the redstone first, and I'll build around it. I often build buildings from the inside out. That's it's much easier.
Awesome. Okay. I will get going with that then, and I'll contact you again once I've got it built, so you can come look and pay me some diamonds.
Great, and I'll expect that'll probably be Christmas, would it? Or is that just no? Sorry.
Maybe. It might take me that long.
Okay, I'll wait to see. Thank you. So that is pretty awesome that Dougie's going to do that for us. I just thought I'd show you the quick map of the actual area now it's updated, which is pretty cool. As you can see, we've got that track set in, and we can see where some of the other tracks are going to go around here as well, because we're going to have one around the quarry going through. We've got this one going through here. So yeah, pretty awesome. But we want to get this one finished first of all. And there's a few areas which are a bit hit and miss, shall we say. I've just been out in a boat now to try and work out all the little sort of glitches in there, see what works, what doesn't work, etc. And we're not going to make that, but that's fine. There we go. Yeah, so just really sort of trying to work out which bits are good, not good. Did I just overshoot that? How terrible is that? Yes, I came down the other side. So I'm going to take you around the track now and just show you this in its completion. So we'll end up with having a building over this, because obviously Dougie's going to have redstone coming over the top and that sort of thing, but we always did plan that we're going to have there. This section's not too bad. This is a bit iffy going off there, so we probably need a little bit of a railing coming down. Again, this bit's not too bad, it's just a bit sort of catchy. One of the things I'm doing now as well, by the way, what I've worked out originally, fence posts underneath these, but now I've worked out actually you don't need them. Whilst we can walk over, the boats themselves don't. So that's pretty good. What we've got to be careful of here though is that these don't sort of go, you know, over the top sort of there, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem. So yeah, I managed to get round here and it didn't fall off. I said the areas where you got to be careful. So for example, if you came across here, you would land on the carpet and then you would keep going. So that's the only sort of thing about, but then you'd land on top of the fence as well because it's only half that height. So yeah, I don't know whether there's a way around that, but anyway, we come through here. This is all good. One area that isn't working is this bit, because I flew off and that's absolutely fine, but boats do not fit down here. So we'll either have to make that wider, or we may just abandon it and sort of seal this off completely, which might be the short-term answer. And again, what I've been doing is some of these carpets, I've just been really putting lights underneath them to hide the lights. So that's what a lot of them are going to be used. So we probably won't put one there because obviously we don't want to have anything to hit there. But I've been putting lights underneath, as you can see there as well, underneath here, so they'll sort of glow through, which is pretty good, pretty awesome. But yeah, this is all nicely coming together. So this is where we started off with the bit of the fence post and that. But I say I've done it on the rest of it, and we don't need it. Hello, doggy. He got in my boat, so I left him there. This is all done now around here. I think it was last time though. And let's go. So we've got this. This needs some work doing on it to stop you flying over the edge. But other than that, that's all pretty good. So most of this, I think, yeah, we've just got to do those sort of edging bits. Here I don't mind a wide runoff because that's your own silly fault. If you go off there, you shouldn't really lose it too much. Let's just end a pearl through here and eat something. So this is the section I've been working on today, and again, so I've been using these carpets as a barrier to stop you doing that, but I'm probably going to have to put them all the way down here because you do kind of bounce around. So if the boat comes down here, you might hit the wall there, then turn around and then go straight off. So we do need to be careful of those. These should be alright because it won't fit through one wide. Here not so much, so that's pretty good. But we do need lighting because mobs do get onto the course, so that is something to be done. And we've also been working on this area here as well. This is the bit that was undone before, so it's quite a narrow technical, but it worked quite well coming through here, dropping down into this sort of bowl, and then we will then sort of carry on around over this bridge which goes over the waterway that Chris built, come through this section here. And again, I had the same problem here. I turned, ended up coming off here and then landed in the water, which is a bit of a pain, but I guess it's a penalty that, you know, if you do that you're going to come back on. But being so technical, I'm not sure I want it to be that difficult. And here as well, we're going to have to sort of do something because I almost went into the drink that way, and I was just getting used to the boat. Otherwise, we are pretty done with this in terms of the actual track and layout, so that's pretty good. And then we'll just need this stop section there, which I'm not sure whether we're going to be able to do anything with mechanically, despite the fact I would like to. Well guys, sadly that is going to be all for today. We've run out of time, but hopefully you've enjoyed that episode. We've got all that rally track done, so yeah, we just have to do some tweaks on it now, and we should be able to get racing once Dougie's done the redstone and we've built our building. So that's really cool. And yeah, of course we got our skull at the beginning here, didn't we? So that was a lot of fun, interesting to see how all that works. So if you enjoyed it, please do leave a like, and if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe for more videos, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching everyone, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye. Bye.